We're taking a look at the Winkbed. I was particularly excited to take a look at this mattress because primarily in my stores, the bulk of my sales are innerspring mattresses versus your all foam. The mattress arrived in a box, non-compressed. It was hand delivered. They actually brought it right in and set it up for me, which is kind of a nice feature. You don't have to open it and cut the plastic and let it expand. It's just ready to go immediately after they set it up. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll talk about the construction of the Winkbed now, starting from the top. The cover is a tinsel cover. Tinsel is a very moisture-wicking fabric. It's going to be more breathable than cotton or other linens that you're going to find. It's also very eco-friendly. It's actually derived from eucalyptus trees, and it uses a lot less water to produce than a lot of other fabrics that you're going to find. So that is going to be the first thing on this mattress that's going to aid in temperature control. Next, there's two layers of quilting foam. There's a hyper soft foam and a gel foam layer. The gel foam layer is going to aid in temperature control. The foams themselves, as you can see, the reaction time is pretty good. You're not going to get that stuck feeling as you're adjusting positions. The foams themselves are CertaPure as well, which means they don't have any ozone depleters or other harmful compounds in them. So next, underneath the quilting layers, there's a layer of 2.5-inch foam encased micro coils. The micro coils are going to aid in giving you a little bit more support underneath, as well as air circulation. Rather than just having another layer of foam in there, the micro coils provide better support for your body, as well as better air circulation. And in addition to that, better motion reduction properties than just having another layer of foam in there. So finally, underneath there is a pocketed coil unit. It's an 858 coil in a queen size. I grabbed one of my coil samples from work to show you guys what the pocketed coils look like. They're wrapped pocketed coils, so each one's going to move independently. You're going to have a lot less motion transfer than your traditional coil system. And then lastly, the mattress has a foam encased edge support around the outside, which is going to look fairly similar to this. This isn't the actual Winkbed sample, but it's going to give you a good idea of how the construction works. So foam encased around the outside, the pocketed coils underneath. So the feel of the Winkbed is a very good medium feel. It's nice and cushy right on the top and that micro coil layer. And underneath it's very, very supportive. Making this mattress very good for almost all sleeping positions, and I think almost all weights as well, especially heavier people. Being 15-inch thick mattress, it's going to perform better than a lot of the 10-inch mattresses that you can buy online. I sleep on my back primarily, and the bed conforms very well to my lower back. If you're on your hip, it conforms very well to your hip and your shoulder to maintain that straight spinal cord. And we slept on the bed for a week. One thing that's important to me is temperature. The mattress performed very well. I never had any excessive heat or excessive sweating or anything, and that's because of the tinsel cover and the micro coil aeration, as well as the gel layer helps to keep you at a cool temperature when you're sleeping. So the mattress is a very good edge support as well. So as you can see, it doesn't sink hardly at all on the edge. So it'll be very good for activities on the edge of the bed. And what's more important to me for edge support is when you're laying on the edge, to not get that roll out of the bed feeling, which you don't. It performs well in all of those areas. Alright, let's talk about some of the pros of the Winkbed. So the biggest thing that most people are going to like is the medium feel. It's going to appeal to almost all sleeping positions, whether you're on your stomach, your back, or your side. The thickness of the mattress is also 15 inches, so it should work for almost all body weights, even heavier people as well, especially when you're going to compare it to some of the 10-inch bed-in-a-box options out there. This mattress is going to perform a lot better if you're a little bit heavier weight as well. Next, what's really important to me when I sleep is not getting hot, so temperature control is very important. After a week in the mattress, I didn't really get hot, I didn't excessively sweat or anything like that. The next thing that I look at is motion transfer. That's why a lot of people like foam mattresses, because they have very good motion reduction properties. This bed being in inner spring pocketed coil with that micro coil, it does have very good motion transfer reduction. As you can see, there's very little motion transfer, so you're not going to feel each other move around quite as much if there's two of you. Next, this mattress has very, very good edge support. So as you can see, it doesn't really sink in at all. When you're sitting on the mattress or when you're laying on the edge, you don't get that roll out of the bed feeling either. A couple other things to point out is just the fact that the mattress is hand delivered. It was really, really nice. The guys just showed up, showed them where I wanted it. They took the box, they took the plastic and everything, so it was pretty smooth, and it was nice to not have to lift a finger other than hold the door open for them. Some potential cons would be if you like a super, super soft mattress, then you might want to look for something softer. Although this is pretty soft on top, it's not going to have that super soft feel. It's kind of more of a medium feel. Once you push through this top two layers of the quilting foam, it's pretty firm underneath. So if you like something really soft, you might want to look somewhere else. Also, if you potentially have a very, very narrow staircase and you were looking at bed-in-a-box mattresses for that reason, then you might want to stick with that route, because this does not come compressed. It comes just like this. In all my years delivering mattresses, I've only had a couple experiences where we weren't able to get an inner spring up, and that's been in an old farmhouse type home with a king size mattress. So these mattresses are going to be able to bend to a point, but you don't want to bend them too much because you can damage the coil unit. One other potential thing would be if you always sleep on your stomach only. In my personal opinion, it might be better to get something a little bit firmer. This performed well for us in all sleeping positions, but we don't sleep on our stomach all the time either, so that might be something you want to consider as well. Now, I would recommend the Winkbed to almost anybody, unless you're somebody that just straight up loves foam beds. The mattress itself is 15 inches thick with very good deep support, so I think it's going to work for all body weights, even heavier people as well. And as well as all sleeping positions. I slept on my back. It had very good support for me. Kayla sleeps on her side and her stomach primarily, and she liked the mattress a lot too. So the price on the mattress is very good when you consider that it's being delivered right to your door as well. The quality of the mattress, I honestly wish I had this mattress and was able to sell it in my stores, because I think I would sell a lot of this mattress. And that's saying a lot, because space on the show floor is pretty valuable. So overall, I think the Winkbed was by far one of my favorite inner springs I've tested, and I like it a lot better than a lot of the ones that are even on my show floor. So it's definitely worth a try.